Welcome back to the AI Med 25 Insight series. Saul Marquez here, and I am with the amazing Ed Gaudet, my co-host.
Yo, Saul.
Great to be here with you again.
Yeah. We've been together way too much.
Too much.
Yeah. But now we've got another person to interview.
Outstanding. An outstanding individual.
I was wondering how long I could pause before you guys started this.
I know. I started feeling really weird. Like it was awkward. We've got the amazing Anthony Lee with us.
Yeah.
He is an executive communication coach and the head of Heroic Voice Academy. Anthony, welcome.
I'm super excited to be here.
Welcome, Anthony.
Yeah, this is round 2 for us.
You've been on the Risk Never Sleeps podcast.
Awesome.
Anthony is the real deal, and it's heroic. You got to say it with meaning.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's the difference. Tonality.
That's all.
That's why I have these super good mics.
That's right.
Love it.
That's right.
Well, tell me about you, Anthony, and tell us about your organization, the Heroic Voice Academy.
So primarily, it's getting executives, leaders ready for conferences. And we're here at an AI conference, and AI has really shifted the game in a number of different ways. So number one is, what's the level of AI experience here at AI Med? It's pretty beginner level. And a couple of weeks ago, I was on the production team for TED AI, and there it's the most technical topics. Yeah, everything you can imagine is going to happen tomorrow.
Yeah, that's right.
So it's really interesting for me to see how different industries are adopting it. What's the mindset? I would say here at AI Med, it's similar to just the general TED environment 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Where people were nervous, they were afraid, they were just unknown.
Yeah.
And that world has traveled quite a bit, but here we're still, I think, in the beginner stages.
It's nice to be at a conference like this where it's not heavily produced. It's all about the content. You don't have with all due respect, a lot of vendors running around trying to sell you something, right? I mean, there are vendors here, but it's all about the content.
The content is awesome. Yeah. Something about that unfiltered content. And when you're talking about beginner, you're talking about presentation skills and all that and the polished nature of it?
That's number one.
Yeah.
But I'm really talking about AI knowledge. What can they envision as what's possible with AI? So here, it's really productivity. It's what's going to be the patient experience. But if we go to, for example, TED AI, we're 10 steps beyond that.
Yeah, Ted's all talking about implementation and the outcomes already being generated by the implementation.
So what's your conclusion?
I think everyone walks away with a different experience. I'm hoping that most people walk away from here, we've got to get started. That's their mindset.
Yeah.
I come in from a different angle. I don't think we're moving fast enough. There's so many things that we need to get out in front of, but the qualifications, the education, the experience of this industry just isn't there yet.
Healthcare.
What would fast enough look like?
I would say stories. You get enough stories out there. I think this was 2 years ago, TED AI, we had someone take the stage, and they just put a retina scan up there. And they said, this retina scan is from 3 years ago. So that would be 2020. And at the time, we could figure out 2, 3 precursors. So fast forward to that time of TED, same data, but more processing power, more machine learning, 23 precursors off of the same data.
Jesus.
And that's what's possible.
It's incredible.
So it's just imagination, the willingness to think beyond what's possible, to think outside of my normal routines. Well, what does this look like when, I think there was a gentleman that just took the stage, peer review. Is it okay to have AI assist in the editing, the reviewing, even the writing? Well, there's some ethics around that. But if we take a step back, there is that ideal blend of AI and human partnerships. For example, one of the things I love that he said was AI peer can eliminate all of the junk proposals leaving the real peer reviews to humans. So that's a great collaboration. Same, I was talking to a couple of doctors earlier. So you wouldn't want a patient to go to ChatGPT to get a prescription, right? Or any type of medical advice. But what it could do is get educated. Here are the questions you can ask your doctor. So they could do something before the appointment, maybe something after the appointment. So there is a collaboration that is close, but not close enough yet.
I wonder what the number one question consumers are asking ChatGPT right now about medicine. What do you think it is?
That's interesting. I
Interesting
don't
question.
know what it is. We did do a study on AI chatbots in healthcare. And the data was interesting where the information comes from, mainly looking at citations. So the idea was, what do you have to do to show up in the AI? But questions, yeah, that's a good one.
We're going to have to check that one out.
Yeah.
I loved how Dr. Chang was pulling up questions in real time during the opening session and putting him into the... Oh, you weren't there.
No, I didn't see that one.
It was really cool. Yeah, and it was
was
some
he
good
doing?
questions. He had chat open and he was asking questions live during his presentation. And I just thought it was really interesting to do that, number one, and then the review the results.
Oh, okay. Just to talk about it
with the audience.
everyone.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
Well, any insights from that?
The questions were specific about two topics, so it was spot on. The responses were pretty accurate.
Yeah, I think the accuracy is going to be, for a beginner, shocking.
Yeah.
Wow, I didn't even think about this. This is a comprehensive answer for a beginner. But if you're a doctor who does this full time, you know the nuances. You know the follow-up questions, but that's not in the realm of a normal patient.
Right.
I don't know the
fair.
initial set of questions, but
right.
after that, you need a doctor to help guide them.
So we had a guest on here a little while ago, and he was talking about a system that he's creating where he's taking AI and using it for the
Oh, yeah.
pre-consult interview. So the AI is asking the patient for their origin story, their history, for an hour. Taking that, then summarizing it for the physician, so the physician doesn't have to start off with that in the consult, which I thought was interesting.
I love it. That's already happening in the marketing world. So if you're in sales, you would typically go to someone's LinkedIn page, look up videos, and when you meet them, it seems as if, oh, you know me already.
Yeah.
Well, think about if a doctor can create that same experience. We're really talking about trust. We're talking about intimacy. If you took the time to research me and just know a little bit, I'm going to be opening up to you more than I would had you not done that research.
And everybody likes to talk about themselves, right?
Exactly.
Except me, of course. I do not like it.
So Anthony,
Don't laugh too hard, Saul, over there. I see you.
Oh, man. All right. No, I'm curious. So tell me a little bit more about your background, right? Have you always been into technology? Have you always been into speaking? Tell us your history.
Well, my background has been in startups, and I think the most similar to this time is there's a startup called VeriSign. I don't know if you guys remember that.
VeriSign, sure, yeah.
So VeriSign existed
Signatures.
in a time where people did not buy stuff over the internet. Basically, all traffic was open, and it took technology of web server certificates to encrypt the traffic. But once that was in place, everybody was okay putting their credit cards online. So that's one element of trust that was solved by a pretty simple technology. What is that equivalent today?
With AI.
With AI, exactly.
Yeah.
There's so many more things that will, for example, allow me to trust ChatGPT with information.
So back then what was it?
So this was just e-commerce.
Yeah, digital cert.
A digital cert.
Yeah, so you could encrypt the traffic. And I knew that if I went to a website and it was signed, then I could trust it.
Got it.
Yeah. So what's the equivalent in AI? And I don't know. It's an interesting question because I think what's going to happen, I mean, that's a transaction that's pretty well understood, even back then.
Right.
Here, it's a little more nuanced, and I wonder, we're going to make strides in trust, and then we're going to go back because, and this is my hypothesis, I listen to some of these sessions and people are talking about AI as augmented intelligence. And they're doing it in a way which almost is like they're protesting too much that AI is going to take someone's job. Oh, it's not going to take anyone's job. Don't worry about it. Get started now. That may be the case, but as a technician, as a person that's lived his entire career in technology, I would call BS on that. It is going to replace people.
Oh, for sure.
And we should not be dishonest about that. Because if we are dishonest and it happens, guess what? Trust is gone. All that trust we just built up over the last 2 years, maybe technically we come up with something equivalent to the VeriSign signatures, right? Gone. Because we've been telling people, don't worry about it. Your job's going to be fine. And then something happens that nobody has seen. And I'm an optimist, but I think
You got to be real.
I think there's a wave coming that people aren't going to like. And we have no way to deal with it socially. And it's going to be a problem. It's going to be a problem. Imagine, what if 50% of the U.S. working population was unemployed because of AI? Now, just think about that question. What would happen? I think I killed
That's like a high number. I'm just saying.
But you have to think in those terms, right? Because it's possible. Now it's possible. 10 years ago, it wasn't possible. So you never get there.
It's like modern day outsourcing, man. Like it's essentially the digital worker. I feel like eventually, there's going to be a need for. There's still going to be an elimination of jobs, obviously, but I feel like there's going to be opportunities in managing prompts.
So that's the excuse everyone gives. They say, we're going to eliminate things and things are going to go somewhere else. Now, why do they say that? Because we have experience, right? The internet came out, same fear, right? Here's the difference. And this is the thing no one's talking about. The time between the internet being born and today is like 30 to 40 years. So the economy and society had time to absorb the change. The problem is, I don't think we're going to have time to absorb the change. It's happening so fast. That's the thing I worry about.
Once
it starts happening, boom, right? So not to be a downer.
No, you got to have real conversations.
You got to have real conversations, right?
I consume so much AI just through YouTubes and listening to podcasts. And the same pattern of early adopters is occurring now. You take a look at who's the early adopters, who are they speaking to, who they present alongside. I think the answers lie there. If you're going to be someone who plans to be employed, do what they're doing. One of the things I heard here that was pretty relevant, human in the loop. So, for example, the doctor-patient. I don't think if there's ever a time where a patient completely depends on AI without a human in the loop, then we're way off course. But as long as you have, I learned this from ChatGPT, signed off by a doctor, we're still in good shape. If that ever changes, then we have to redo the equation. One of the things here, just in my role for conferences, you mentioned laziness, right? If I don't do anything with my presentation skills, if I continue to wing it, I think I can still get away with it, which is common thinking.
Right.
But there's a conference that I've worked now for 3 years. 300 speakers take the stage. 15 people out of the 300 went through preparation with me and my team members year one. Then we released results. Here's what AI captured. Here's your numerical score. Here's why you will be invited or not invited next year. So the following year, 4 times as much people showed up in the gym. Not everyone, but those who are serious, who knows that their reputation is impacted, they adapted. They said, we have to do this. We can't do what we've done before and expect to be taken the stage.
Yeah.
This year, the significant thing is the conference producer says no moderators will be allowed unless they go through all the prep sessions.
Nice.
So things are changing. I mean, we're also with conferences and paying lots of money to travel to conferences. delivering value is going to be harder and harder. And if we get good sessions, then they're going to keep on coming. You've got to weed out those who don't care about AI, don't care that their reputation's at stake. Just laziness is not an option anymore.
Yeah, I love that. Dig right in there. Get your hands dirty.
Yeah.
Right? Don't be afraid because it's going to happen. And you want to be on the other end of that equation when it does.
You definitely do.
You mentioned the prompting.
Yeah.
We saw Anthony just prompt on stage.
Yeah.
One great thing about AI is it's forced us to become better communicators. To put in a prompt that is executed well, you have to be a good communicator.
Yeah.
Clear questions.
Clear questions.
Yeah.
And hopefully that moves us in the right direction.
That's always been the problem, though. I've always been, and you've probably seen this, some people can find search results and other people can't. Right? It's all the prompt. It's the prompt, right?
Prompt.
That's been a problem for years. So the communication element is an interesting one. And I wonder how lazy it makes us or how our capacity to communicate changes with the application of AI. I think it'll be interesting over the next 10 years.
It will
right?
be.
Because some people, I think, will become better communicators and others will not. They'll be lazy. They'll use it, but it'll be a crutch. And right?
Yeah, so I like the use of AI when it comes to the early stages of prep because you have content, you have your script, you want to make sure you're technically accurate.
Yeah.
You eliminate the basics like the ums. And there's another level of prep that makes it sound conversational. You've got to have subject matter or mastery beyond just memorizing content. And I think that's going to be the separator.
People know when someone's reading it or...
Yeah.
Totally apparent.
How am I doing? Am I a good presenter?
So, you
Am I
know,
a decent communicator? Do I score higher than Saul? What would you say?
You don't have an index card that you're reading
I do
off
not.
of.
I don't
So,
read anything ever.
If I see a moderator
completely
do that,
make it up on the fly.
how about me, Anthony?
Did Saul get swallowed by a robot? Like, what's happening?
So maybe you could share one of the best tips that you can share for folks on speaking that can get them introduced to you.
I always get really good nuggets of wisdom in green rooms.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, tell us more.
Yeah.
Tell us more about the green room.
Well, I'll start off with one. Chip Conley, you guys know Chip? Chip used to run a boutique set of hotels in San Francisco, sold it.
Wait, which hotels?
Joie de Vivre.
Oh,
Yeah. So he became
What
one
was
of
the one up on
C-suite.
Geary Street?
Geary Street.
It's one of the earliest.
That's probably one of them.
Yeah, I think I stayed in that hotel.
Joie de vivre.
Yeah.
Yep. So Chip,
Water of life.
he
right?
ended up with Airbnb.
Joy.
Anyway, yeah, so he ended up with Airbnb. He's a sought after speaker.
Oh, good.
And I just asked Chip, you're so in demand. How do you choose which conferences to go to? And I've shared his tip with everyone who is in demand. Number one, do you like the producer? Right. So people are here because they like Anthony.
Yeah.
Number two, are the people in the seats your people? Obviously, do you want to serve this audience? The third one surprised me, but not really that much now. But back then, he says, I evaluate who's in the green room.
Oh,
These are his peers.
interesting.
This is a rare opportunity to talk at a different level, find potential partnerships. So he says that's critically important because I
Evaluate
can't
the
go to
green room.
everything. Who's going to be in
like
there? Right? You guys are in a green room. I'm here
Yeah.
with you.
Business gets done in the green room.
It does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That we're doing it all wrong, Saul. We got to get a green room. I bet
it.
this is like a
Or
pink room.
make a green
It's a
screen.
pink room. We need a green room.
All right. Color
Yeah,
change next year.
The other one, you guys ever heard of Lisa Nichols?
No.
Lisa,
more.
she's an author. And I remember this was back in 2017. We're at the Denver Theater, 3,000 people in the audience.
Wow.
So she comes in with her entourage. I'm running green rooms backstage. And she says, Anthony, I have one instruction for you, just one, and you have to do it. Okay. What is this?
By the way, we have one instruction for you too to do. No, we'll tell you in a minute. Go ahead.
Okay.
Tell us.
37 minutes before I go on stage, you need to make sure nobody comes through that door.
Oh,
No one on my team.
I love that.
No one on your team.
She's prepping.
Only one person gets through. It's the AV person, the micro.
Yeah, she's prepping.
Yep. So I said,
Yeah, I get that, by the way. I've
Yeah.
done those. I just need everyone go away
Yep.
and let me get in the zone. I need to get in the. Yeah, I got to get in the zone.
you have a version of this. I'd
Yeah.
love to hear
Yeah.
yours.
Oh.
Hers is she has 3 people in mind. She just puts 3 people in chairs,
Okay.
sits down, has a conversation with each of them. Because she said, if I go on stage, I speak generically, I'm going to suck. I'm not going to land with anyone.
Right.
Love
So
that.
here is the single mom struggling to raise 2 young kids. Here is someone who just broke up from a long-term relationship. Here is someone who just lost a dear family member.
Wow.
She is literally having a conversation, being with them. So the second she takes the stage, she only speaks to 3 people.
That's so cool.
But it seems like she knows everyone.
Oh, she's so empathetic.
Right.
The empathy just comes
Yeah.
through her.
Connect.
I love that.
So I've shared that with everyone when it
Yeah.
comes to getting ready for the stage.
Yeah.
Draw stick figures, right? Put them up on walls in your living room
Yeah.
and practice having a conversation.
I just take a lot of coffee. I just drink no, I'm just kidding.
I love that, Anthony. That's so good.
Yeah.
Who is in the green room with you?
That's the question. Who's in the green room with you,
Yep.
Anthony?
And the 3 people.
Who's in the green room with you?
with me.
Yeah.
I always love, so my 3 people I imagine is number 1, you ever heard of Yuval Harari?
Yeah. Sapiens?
Sapien.
Oh, Sapiens up.
Yeah.
Sapiens,
Yes.
Nexus.
Yes.
So he's someone who has a consistent set of stories. He's like
Oh.
my storyteller.
Wow.
I'll always rely on. I'm having to pull them out of him. The other one is the visionary. So you have a storyteller, you have a visionary. What are you seeing that no one else is seeing right now?
Yeah.
It helps me visualize, okay, what can I pull out from that person? Because
I could tell you spoke to the visionary before talking to us.
Do you have a persona
Yeah,
for the
I could
visionary,
tell.
like
I could
Elon Musk or?
Ooh.
Good
You know
question.
what? I really go old school.
You do.
So for visionary, it's
Socrates?
Kennedy.
Kennedy.
Yeah.
Well, that was really old
That's
school.
very
That
old
would be
school.
my. Socrates would be in my green
Classic,
room. I'm just
though.
saying.
I'm just saying, yeah.
It's a classic.
Yeah,
I
it
mean,
is. It
who's
is.
more visionary than Socrates? Not many people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, Kennedy probably would be
Well,
number 2.
think about it. He put a mission out there
Yeah.
Yeah.
before any
incredible.
technology existed.
No,
Just
incredible.
trusted.
Yeah.
So
George Washington was a visionary too.
It was.
Kick the crap out of these people and we'll have a state in a new country.
It's fantastic.
It's a visionary move,
those
right?
are fun people to talk
Yeah.
to. Because I would walk away. I never saw that
Yeah.
before. I never thought about
That's
it that
right.
way. So you want people to pull
Who's
that
the
out
third?
of you.
Yeah. So Harari, the visionary, and then
So we have a
Storyteller.
storyteller,
Yeah.
the visionary.
Yeah.
change maker. Who's the change
the
maker?
doer, the change maker, the one that makes it happen. Change making is difficult too.
I want to know more about the process. So are you speaking directly to these people, each of them?
So for me, that's what I do. But for people who are going through our presentation gym, we educate them that there's different voices to be used at different points in your presentation. Okay. So the opening voice should always be contributor. Someone who takes the stage as a leader, they're full of it. They haven't earned the right yet. You take the stage saying, I'm one of you.
That's fascinating.
I've been in
I
your
love
seat. Right. And that progresses. So going from contributor to the final one, which is change maker, where you're inviting them to action, it's a journey. So all of these different voices really build the level of trust that you have for
I
them.
love that.
And unless you have practice, unless you can access that voice within yourself, you may be using the wrong voice at the wrong time.
You just went all Joseph Campbell on us, didn't you? Right? The whole
Yes.
hero thing. Yeah, I love
That
that.
was good.
Wow, he is
Anthony,
he's
this is awesome.
That's great, huh?
And by the way, guys, like this is tip of the iceberg with Anthony Lee.
Yeah.
And if you want to check him out, like where can people find you? We're not concluding, but we're giving them a chance right
Yeah. So
Yeah.
website is heroicvoice.com.
Yeah.
And
now. Singular, heroic
Oh,
voice.
it's been in my
voice.com.
podcast too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Listen to our.
We'll link up your podcast to this
Yeah,
one
we'll put it on the.
Yeah.
in the show notes.
Yeah,
Yep,
yeah.
we'll do that too.
Yeah.
So a preview, the Heroic Voice Academy, I'm thinking could be a human plus AI collaboration.
Ooh.
So the next evolution of the website is going to be AI mentors with human experts, human
I
coaches.
like that. I like
And 7 voices are these voices.
that. Saul's going to get better. That's what you're saying over time.
I'm in. Sign me up, Anthony.
Saul.
Well,
Yeah,
I
sign me
heard,
up.
this is what sparked the idea. I was at an AI conference and I heard a leader from Anthropic and one from OpenAI. And they both opened with, can our models be trained on values? And they did some demos. I'm thinking, they can speak the values. They can listen for the values. Not that they embody the values, but at least they can recognize them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So from that, I said, oh, I have 7 voices. If I can get them to recognize
I like that. 7. Yeah.
the different sets of values, they can play the 3 voices in the chairs. You can give them a run through and each can give you, did you land with me?
Yeah.
So
Do you have a
That's what's
book
coming
or a podcast or anything that people can start to know you with?
there's a book coming up next year.
Oh.
It's called The Big Stage Playbook.
Oh, I like it.
Everybody loves a good
I
play.
like it. Yeah.
We've done the presentation gym for the longest time. So there's a lot of really good things that come
Content
from
out there.
gym, right?
Yeah.
Athletes, Olympians, they never skip rehearsal. They work on the same moves over and over.
They
and over.
visualize and they
They
manifest.
visualize all of that. Yeah.
Wow. This is fascinating, folks. Obviously, take a chance to get better. Anthony Lee here. But we can't conclude a podcast when you're with Ed Gaudet without a
The lightning round? I got to work up different questions. He's already been through the lightning round.
So,
What's your favorite food? I'm going to do it right
all
here.
right, let's swap. Like,
Okay.
you go, favorite
We'll go back
food, I'll do
and
the
forth.
next one.
Favorite food.
Oh, and I like
stumped him.
State Line Barbecue in Napa.
Oh, damn.
Kansas City Barbecue.
That's in Napa.
Yeah.
Wow.
You know, right across the street from the hotel is that,
Red wine and red meat. I like it.
yeah, the place from the Tom Cruise movie,
Oh, Top Gun.
Top Gun. You know, the
Yeah.
barbecue place where they're playing the piano?
Yeah.
Really?
Right across the street.
Yeah.
So
know
you might want
that.
to check that one out.
Yeah. That's when Goose and his wife are singing.
Yeah.
Take me home.
It's barbecue.
Yeah.
Kansas City barbecue, apparently.
I used to know that whole scene. I don't
Did you?
know it any longer. Yeah.
Time flies.
Yeah. When you're having fun.
Who would you have coffee with if you could have coffee with anyone?
It's Yuval.
Yeah.
it's-
Really?
Well, no.
Yeah.
Okay.
His current book, Nexus, he's a historian. And as a historian, he just became an AI expert. It's like, what? But in his book, Nexus, there's so many stories about AI and correctly positioning it for those of us who are trying to figure out what it is today. And he said, it's not artificial intelligence, it's alien intelligence.
Ooh. Alien.
It's a brain that we have no way of comprehending what they're thinking.
Yeah. Wow.
That's the first
That is a first.
for this series.
Yeah.
Oh, my turn? I got to ask him a question?
Let's do one more.
One more?
Fine, 2 more.
Okay. 2 more. If you could have dinner with someone dead, who would it be?
Oh,
Yeah. There you go. Zoo. Damn. You might get killed during dinner.
you know that there's something about history.
Oh.
These
That's
masters
great.
in
Yeah.
history, especially
Yeah.
from my
That sounds
culture, I didn't grow up with it.
Oh.
I ran into it because others were recommending.
Yeah.
I said, okay, there's so much wisdom in Chinese culture
Yeah.
that I don't know. I was born here. I'm classified as ABC, American born Chinese. And there's a disconnect from wisdom from the
Are your
old
parents first generation?
country. So my dad was born here. My grandma was born here. So before
Oh.
that,
Wow.
but there's just so much that I wish I grew up with.
Yeah.
Look, both my grandmas, I have lots of grandma stories. But again, there's stuff.
Tell us the grandma story.
Ooh, Coy Tower in San Francisco.
Yes, I love Coy Tower.
That was my bedroom view. And
You live in North Beach?
North Beach, yes.
I love North. That's my favorite place in the world, North Beach. City Lights Bookstore.
Yep, exactly.
Where did you live in North Beach?
On Grant and
I
Philbin.
was going to say Grand.
Yep.
That's so crazy. I know exactly where you were. Wow.
So grandma, this is my other grandma that was born in China. So she babysat
Yeah.
a lot. And she had a routine for me. So before going to bed, she would ask me how my day was. We would talk. And then she would hand me a book. And I'm looking at this book. It's okay. What do you want me to do with it? So she said, just read one chapter and then record it. So it wasn't on these Sony cassette press 2 buttons.
Yeah,
Play.
yeah.
It was these reel-to-reel ones where you had the joystick and the red button
Okay.
to record.
Whoa.
Something like, Grandma doesn't speak English. Why does she want me to read this book?
So you could speak English.
Well, yeah, I was in 2nd grade.
Oh.
I started reading in kindergarten. So she said, oh, you're good at this. So read this. During the time when I was growing up, I always remember my grandma in the traditional jobs, fortune cookie factory. I sat next to her and just,
She made fortune cookies?
yeah, I dug some out. I ate it. It was delicious.
Oh my God.
Sewing factory. Their biggest risk at the time was her and my grandpa bought into a laundromat. And then they developed some rudimentary English skills, like making change, detergent,
right.
all of that stuff. What I didn't know at the time was there was a job opening at this store at the foot of Powell Street and Market. So right now I think it's the Gap, but before it was
Yeah, that's where the train, that's where the
Yep.
cable cars.
cable cars turn around. It was Woolworths.
Woolworths.
Yep. And there was an opening for a job behind the lunch counter, and you needed to speak English.
Oh.
So what I found out afterwards was she'd tuck me in, make me record. She would listen to my voice and practice.
And that's so
I
practical.
love that.
And got good enough to pass the interview.
That is awesome.
She worked there for the rest of her career until she became full-time grandma.
Great story.
So when people ask me who's my first client, grandma.
That is
And I wonder if
good.
that's why you got into the job you're in too.
I didn't even know that my other grandma
Probably.
gave me a name that was prophetic.
What was the name?
So translated, it's healthy country. So, come on, Grandma. Why
Super
could you
cool.
give me a cool name like Fiery Dragon or something
Healthy
like that?
Healthy country's a good
Healthy
yeah.
country.
Yeah.
But it turns out that bringing people together, learning in community, sharing on team
Yeah.
activity, that's what I spent my career doing, bringing community together, just like Sherry's team,
Yeah.
ready for the stage. And so we don't go anywhere alone,
No.
right? Fast, right? Was that
Yeah.
saying, that African saying, do it together. It's
Yeah.
fun. And we have to do that. There's no option these days.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, I
Wow.
think that's a great way to conclude here, guys. So,
Anthony, thank you so much.
Thank you guys for
Yeah.
doing this.
We'll see you for dinner too.
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Awesome.
give the listeners one more time. Where can they find you and learn more?
Yeah, go to heroicvoice.com.
Outstanding. There you have it, folks. In the show notes, you'll find all the ways to get in touch with
Check it out.
Lee. Thank y'all for tuning in to the AI Med Insights podcast.